Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Moira Britton and I'm delighted to be here representing the North Yorkshire Registration Service and to be conducting their wedding ceremony today for John and Laura. You are all here today to support John and Laura as they exchange the vows that will unite them as husband and wife. You will be present at the very start of their marriage and you will be witness to their marriage contract. So, can I ask, who gives Laura to be married to John today?
I do.
Thank you very much. Would you like to give her a kiss?
I would.
Thank you very much. To begin the ceremony then, John, will you please tell us all your full name?
John Patrick Logue.
Thank you. And Laura, your full name?
Laura Ann Ovenden.
Thank you. This place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages, and you, ladies and gentlemen, are gathered here to witness the joining in matrimony of John Patrick Logue and Laura Ann Ovenden. If there is any person here today who knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. Just going to have a little look. Oh, everybody's smiling. Excellent. Marriage in this country is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. I'm going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you do not know of any lawful reason why you should not be married to each other. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, John Patrick Logue.
Why I, John Patrick Logue.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Laura Ann Ovenden.
To Laura Ann Ovenden.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Laura Ann Ovenden.
Why I, Laura Ann Ovenden.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To John Patrick Logue.
To John Patrick Logue.
Thank you. The institution of marriage must be entered into freely, voluntarily, and with the full and unreserved consent of you both. Therefore, do you, John, take Laura here present to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
And do you, Laura, take John here present to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 I do's. That means that the solemn moment has now come for John and Laura to make their contract of marriage before you, their witnesses. I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present.
To witness that I, John Patrick Logue.
To witness that I, John Patrick Logue.
Do take thee, Laura Ann Ovenden.
Do take thee, Laura Ann Ovenden.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded wife.
I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present.
To witness that I, Laura Ann Ovenden.
To witness that I, Laura Ann Ovenden.
Do take thee, John Patrick Logue.
Do take thee, John Patrick Logue.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
Thank you. Laura, I promise to love you tenderly.
Laura, I promise to love you tenderly.
To cherish and respect you.
To cherish and respect you.
To comfort you with my gentleness.
To comfort you with my gentleness.
And support you with my strength.
And to support you with my strength.
I promise to walk with you
I promise to walk with you
in sorrow and joy,
in sorrow and joy,
illness and age,
illness and age,
facing life together
facing life together
wherever it may take us.
wherever it may take us.
I promise to live together in love and harmony,
I promise to live together in love and harmony,
to cherish and care for you,
to cherish and care for you,
whatever the future may bring.
whatever the future may bring.
John, I promise to love you tenderly,
John, I promise to love you tenderly,
to cherish and respect you,
to cherish and respect you,
to comfort you with my gentleness,
to comfort you with my gentleness,
and support you with my strength.
and support you with my strength.
I promise to walk with you
I promise to walk with you
in sorrow and joy,
in sorrow and joy,
illness and age,
illness and age,
facing life together
facing life together
wherever it may take us.
wherever it may take us.
I promise to live together in love and harmony,
I promise to live together in love and harmony,
to cherish and care for you,
to cherish and care for you,
whatever the future may bring.
whatever the future may bring.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the giving of the wedding ring. This is the traditional and ancient way of sealing the contract you two have just made. A ring is an unbroken circle, and it therefore symbolises unending and everlasting love. And your rings are also the outward signs of the lifelong promises you have made to each other. Andrew, it's your time. So there we have a lovely box with the rings, still safe in your care, Andrew.
Yep.
So John, if you would like to take Laura's ring, you're going to place it just halfway, that's to the knuckle on the third finger left hand.
No.
Should have practiced that with hula hoops.
I did.
So
Even
you're
painted the
just going
nails.
to hold it there and repeat after me. Laura, I give you this ring
Laura, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my endless love for you.
as a symbol of my endless love for you.
All that I am
All that I am,
and all that I have,
all that I have,
I bring to you.
I bring to you.
May this ring remind us of this moment
May this ring remind us of this moment
and the commitment I have made to you.
and the commitment I have made to you.
John, I give you this ring
John, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my endless love for you.
as a symbol of my endless love for you.
All that I am
All that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I bring to you.
I bring to you.
May this ring remind us of this moment
May this ring remind us of this moment
and the commitment I have made to you.
and the commitment I have made to you.
Okay, all the way on. Okay, right, Andrew. You need to come and check that they're on the right.
I think you do.
Correct.
You got your job done, didn't you? Thank you very much. Thank you, Andrew. The purpose of marriage is that you may always love, care for and support each other through all the joys and sorrows of life, and that love may be fulfilled in a relationship of permanent and continuing commitment. And all of us gathered here today wish that these things come true for you both. John and Laura, you have both made the declarations prescribed by law, and you have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses, your family, your friends gathered here today. It is my privilege and my very great pleasure to tell you that you are now lawfully married and to declare that you are now husband and wife. Congratulations, and John, you make us your bride.
On behalf of my wife and I was going to put the cheer in brackets, but I didn't bother. We would like to thank you all for being here on our special day, which also happens to be the first public appearance of the new Mr. and Mrs. Logue. We would like to thank our parents. On a personal note, I would like to thank Laura's mum and dad, Evelyn and David, for the kindness and warmth they have shown me from day one. The chats and cups of tea flowed like wine, and I knew I'd cracked it with Dave when he granted me access to his garage beer fridge. Then again, maybe he regrets that.
Yeah, you know where it is now.
Yeah, too right. As a couple, we thank you for all your kindness you have shown us and help you have given us. I promise you both that I will love and look after your daughter forever. We would also like to thank my mum and dad, Margaret and Sean. I'm very proud to have you as my parents. And you know I love you to bits, and Laura and I are so grateful for everything you have done for us. So please, could you all raise your glasses to our parents, Evelyn and David, and Margaret and Sean, the parents. To the parents.
We love you guys.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by saying what a wonderful wedding it has been so far. You can tell both John and Laura have put a huge amount of effort in and planning into today, and I can only hope that, apart from this speech, everything else will exceed their expectations. So just before I get into my speech proper, there is some compliments I would like to hand out. Firstly, to the maid of honour, Emma. You look beautiful and have done a fantastic job getting Laura ready for her big day. And also to the flower girl, Lola, and Max the page boy, you look fantastic as well, very handsome, all right?
Next on the list, we would like to thank our little nephew and niece, Max and Lola, for being our page. Yes! The streaker over here. They've been our page boy and flower girl. You've both done an amazing job. Me and Auntie Laura love you to bits. Just a couple of fun facts. Max is a big fan of dinosaurs and cats. And Lola loves chocolate buttons and bunnies. Same as me. We would also like to thank my sister for doing a reading today. Who needs Shakespeare when the words of Adam Sandler make more sense? So could you please raise your glasses for Lola, Max and Anne-Marie? We would now like to thank Emma, who is Laura's maid of honour. Laura tells me you kept her calm this morning and at the spa day the other week. Thank you for helping sort the hen do. You got a great day of weather at York races, although there was a bit of stress, I've heard. Maybe on the phone that night when I was spangled. I'm sure you all had fun though. Yes, good. That's what counts, fun, F-U-N. Right. Next is a man I've known since primary school. The best man, Andrew Moore, aka Bobby. Thanks for being a top mate and doing a cracking job as the best man. Also, thank you for sorting a great stag do out. I know Pat Phelan and the lads had a great time. Bobby has recently started playing cricket, so I'd advise any of you here today not to get trapped at the bar with him. I had 40 minutes of him one night telling me how he got 26 against Burn Reserves. I'll never get that time back. Only joking, mate. You got me here today. You've done well, eventually, when I did a couple of sweeps around the house. So could we please raise a glass for the best man, Andrew Bobby Moore.
So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew, John's best man, and what I thought I would do is give you a bit of history of mine and John's friendship. John was actually lying. We met in play school. So the first time we met was 1984 when I started play school. And like you do, you walk through the front doors, let go of my mum's hand, and went off to play with the kids in the sandpit. After playing for a while, popped my head up, and that's when I first laid eyes on John. 5 years old, stood over near the cloakroom, looking through the mirror, having his first shave of the day. In case you didn't know, John is ridiculously hairy. he's actually that hairy, Bigfoot takes pictures of him. So I went across to make friends, and 34 years later, here we both are. As most of you know, John is a big softie, but like any best friend, I was by his side when he had his first fight at 13 years old. The lad was called Mitchell. So I can't remember what exactly had gone on, but we're riding around the village on our bikes, and we see Mitchell. So John gets off his bike, storms towards him, grabs him by his scruff at neck, but before he does anything else, he starts talking to him in the style of Chris Eubank. So he grabs him by the scruff of the neck and goes, Mitchell, boxing is a business. I am a boxer, I like to box. We all looked at you and went, what the hell are you doing, Logie? You're supposed to look intimidating. And then John gave him a clip round the ear. But yeah, his first fight, and I don't think he's had a fight since, so he was never he was a lover, not a fighter. Now, a big no-no for the best man speech is to talk about old flames. But Laura, I have to apologise. I can't go through this speech without mentioning John's first love, Oasis. Oasis changed John's life forever. The way he dressed, walked, talked, attitude, hairstyle, everything. We used to sit in his bedroom for hours listening to Oasis and reading FHM. Well, listening to Oasis and the Britpop era of the 90s brings me to our next major event. We started a band. So our band was called Rise. I learned to play the guitar. I realised I can't sing. So I says, John, come and, I've learnt Wonderwall, come and sing. And he's a really good singer. But John was not the most thoughtful of band members. He thought he was the lead singer, so we had to set up the PA, the speakers, the cables, the guitars, and he would just walk on stage like Liam Gallagher, do his bit, walk off, leaving us to pack everything away. Well, he sat at the bar drinking Red Stripe because you could get served at 16 if you had a beard. So he played football for the Sunday team, so we played football together. Now, if you've ever seen John play, he is slower than a week in jail. But he does have a decent touch, and he actually named himself the Golden Drifter, as he only wore gold boots. John then went on to manage the Thorpe United Sunday team, and he's one of the best managers I played for. But that's mainly because John was very enthusiastic about team building activities, and I think we actually had more curry nights than training sessions. But it must have worked, as we won plenty of trophies while in the years that he was in charge. And just to top it all off, we've worked together as well for over 15 years. Now, I'm sure you're all aware, John is very active on social media. I was around his house last night playing PlayStation and flicked through his phone, been nosy. And his Twitter and Facebook have been inundated with people sending their thoughts and best wishes. So I thought I'd read one out for him, which I spotted last night, lad. So it says, Dear John, thank you for all those weekends lazing by the pool. I hope you have made the right choice. All my love, Michael Barrymore. Now, at this time in my speech, I would have liked to have told you about the stag weekend, but Laura the stag doesn't allow me to do this. Plus, John's solicitor has advised caution until the charges are fully investigated, so I better leave it there. But being John's best friend, I'm so glad he has found love with Laura, because having been knocked back twice from the TV show The Unundateables, his confidence was taking a real beating.
Laura came into our lives on a cold New Year's Day in 1981. She was born at Fulford Maternity Hospital, which some of you might know now as the designer outlet, which could explain why she has a passion for shopping ever since. Take note, John. There you go. But you probably know that already. There you go. Anyway, I'm not going to go on too long, as I think Laura might want to talk, and that could take a damn long time, I'll tell you. Yeah. So will you all raise your glasses and wish them both the very best, Laura and John, Mr. and Mrs. Logue. Okay. Mr. and John. Yes. All right.
I just want to say how much of a great couple you make together and how lucky you are to have found each other. So, ladies and gentlemen, could you please be upstanding and join me in raising your glasses for a toast to the bride and groom. We wish them well for the future and hope they enjoy a long and happy life together. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you John and Laura, the new Mr. and Mrs. Logue. John and Laura.
Right, now if you'd excuse me, I'd like to talk about the most beautiful, kind, gorgeous, loveliest lass in the world, Laura Logue. Today I'm marrying the best lass in the world ever. The bonus is, hopefully, we don't have to watch any more of that Say Yes to the Dress. Every time I went in the living room, that was on. I would like to thank you for the hard work you've put into this day. Our house has been like an arts and craft festival, but seeing all this today makes it worthwhile. I know Laura loves me, but I do like it when she keeps me grounded now and again. Like the other week, for example. I held her close, looked into her eyes and said, "I can't wait to marry you." She looked back at me. Her reply, "You've got curry sauce in your beard." And to be fair, she was right, I did. I always called Laura my sat-nav because I'd be lost without her. You amaze me every day. I know it's a cliche to say that I've just married my best friend, but it's true. I love sharing all our good times on social media. bit dusty or something. There isn't anyone else I'd rather have by my side in the bad times. Laura Logue, I love you with all my heart. I'm sorry you don't get a goodie bag today. You just get me.
I want to grow old with you. I want to make you smile whenever you're sad, carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I want to do is grow old with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches, build you a fire if the furnace breaks. Oh, it could be so nice growing old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, give you my coat when you are cold, need you, feed you. I'll even let you hold the remote control. So let me do the dishes in the kitchen sink, put you to bed when you've had too much to drink. Oh, I could be the one to grow old with you. I want to grow old with you.